Rescuers are on their way down Mayon volcano with the bodies of the 4 passengers who died in a plane crash in Albay. Authorities still can't say whether the team will be able to wrap up the retrieval today. The Commission on Elections is expected to proclaim later today Cavite's new 7th District Representative who will assume the post left vacant by Justice Secretary Boying Remulla. And the national government is looking to provide cash subsidies for the poorest of the poor as part of assistance flowing the price increases in basic commodities. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. Retrieval operations for the victims of the Cessna plane crash in Albay are still underway. Rescuers are on their way down Mayon volcano with the bodies after a grueling week of search. Albay Public Safety and Emergency Management Office Chief Cedric Daip said bringing down the bodies on foot is considered the less risky option for retrieval. Local authorities initially considered using a helicopter to airlift the bodies, but this was not possible given the weather conditions. A mass will be offered later today in Barangay Anoling for the success of the retrieval operation and for the eternal repose of the souls of the victims. President Bongbong Marcos offered reconciliation to those with different political persuasions as the country commemorated the 37th anniversary of the EDSA Revolution. Justin Punsalang with the report.
A short program at the People Power Monument in Quezon City marked the 37th anniversary of EDSA Revolution. It was led by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines together with the QCLGU and Armed Forces. Several groups like Spirit of EDSA Foundation, August 21 Movement, and Gina Rosas Foundation also took part. Sister Mary John Manansan, one of the nuns who stood by the People's Revolt in 1986, was present in the activity. Wreaths were laid at the foot of the monument followed by the traditional 21-gun salute. Iconic songs Isang Lahi, Magkaisa, and Handog ng Pilipino sa Mundo were sung while doves were released. Historian Xiao Chua said, the People Power Revolution is a reminder of the power that the Filipino people hold.
Yung pagsasama-sama natin bilang mamamayan, pwede natin gamitin sa ibang paraan, sa pagboto sa eleksyon, sa pagpapalaganap ng tamang pamumuno, 'di ba? Sa volunteerismo na ginagawa natin sa araw-araw at sa patuloy na pakikibaka para mas maituwid ang ating lipunan tungo sa kaginhawaan.
Prior to the activity, the Bukluran ng Manggagawang Pilipino led by Calyori de Guzman held a short protest. While the EDSA Revolution managed to oust a dictator, de Guzman said he believes that it has failed the Filipino people.
Walang napakinabang ang masang Pilipino. Nagpatuloy lamang ang pandarahas, pang-aapi at pagpapahirap sa ating bayan.
President Bongbong Marcos joined the nation in remembering the uprising that toppled his father's regime. In a statement, Marcos Jr. looked back on what he calls a time in the Philippine history that divided the Filipinos. The president added that he is offering a hand of reconciliation to those with different political dispositions. For News 5, Justine Punsalang, we are One News.
The Commission on Elections is expected to proclaim Cavite's 7th District Representative later today. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia said the special elections were seen as generally peaceful and orderly, with around 50 to 53% of Cavite's 7th District voters participating. 4 candidates are vying for the congressional seat vacated by Boying Remulla, who was appointed Justice Secretary. These are Crispin Diego Remulla, son of the Justice Secretary, Jose Angelito Domingo Aguinaldo, Melencio Loyola de Sagun Jr., and Michael Angelo Bautista Santos. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The government is looking to provide targeted cash subsidies for vulnerable sectors after inflation accelerated to a fresh record high in January. Finance Secretary Benjamin Jokno said they are considering a 2-month subsidy for the poorest of the poor. The planned subsidies will be coursed through the Social Welfare Department, with each recipient receiving 1,000 or 500 pesos each month. The latest round of targeted subsidies seeks to cushion the impact of inflation, which hit 8.7% in January. The NLEX Road Warriors and the Northport Batang pair were able to score crucial wins in their push for a playoff spot in the PBA Governors Cup. The Road Warriors became the 4th team to reach the PBA Governors Cup playoffs after fending off a rain or shine comeback 110-99. Rain or shine fell short of its fight back after playing with an all-Filipino roster in the entire second half, with import Greg Smith sidelined by a hamstring injury. Kevin Alas fired a game-high 28 points off the bench, including a pair of baskets in the final minute that kept Elasto Painters at bay as the Road Warriors improved to 6-3. Meanwhile, the Batang pair kept their playoff hopes alive with a crucial win over the Blackwater Bossing 110-104. Kevin Murphy submitted his best game in a Northport uniform with 47 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 steals. Robert Bolick, meanwhile, added 24 off the bench to help his team improve to a 2-6 record in the Governor's Cup. Now, more PBA action is set later today at 4:30 p.m. The Converge Fiber Xers will look to stay on the hunt for a twice-to-beat advantage as they take on the gritty Phoenix Fuel Masters. Meanwhile, at 6:45 p.m., it will be a slugfest between the Meralco Bolts and the Magnolia Hotshots as they look to break their deadlock with both teams tied at 4-3. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.